Hello, when I'm Rob Smith, this is Smith in the Black with a Strat Time report. Tough to sugarcoat this, baby. They hitting them. So here, if we go to SPY, we had a bad tick this morning, so that's not real. But what we did have is, you hear me talk about this a lot, the simultaneous break. And here's that inside on the 30-minute. Almost everything went inside 30 and down right at the same time. And so the high probability that set up for there. So there you go. And what we've been looking for here on SPY, after we took this out and started to fail and change continuity, to be an outside week. We got it, and down they go. So we're looking to take this low out, which we did, 385.15. So we want to stay below that if we're going to keep short and send these things into oblivion. If we go to QQQ, see, inside 30 and down into the lows. So this is something we call a Momo shooter. It's a 2 down shooting star. All right, so anybody tried to bottom pick yesterday, boom, stop them out, take this out to get your broadening formation, your higher high and your lower low. And that takes out last week's lows. Coming down, Qs. And now we got a new 60. We'll see what comes of that. If you go to the Dow Jones Diamonds, and diamonds were at 2222 on the 30. 2 down, 2 up. Boom, down she goes. Momo shooter daily, and not strong enough to take out last week's highs, and just taking out the lows. And so here was your Rev Strat: 1, 2 up, 2 down on the month, still working. And we'll get to some of those names. Small cappers, and small cappers inside 30 down, like most things. Taking out yesterday's lows, you still got a lot of room to go take these guys out, though. So we'll see how that goes going forward. Not too much to talk about on the long side. SIGA. This is why some people stay on the gap list for more than a day. Gapped up and didn't do much yesterday. We did have this nice drop here on the 30. That 2-2 reversal back down. If we go to a 60, let's take a look here. The 60, just kind of creeping back up, but you see, having a nice day, and there's not many things that are nice, long, and red, and nice and green. The towers, American Tower having a nice little day here, and American Tower still an inside week on a Friday, so we'll be aware of that. But one of the things we had was this here, the inside bar on the 15, the poke down to stop them out. Rev Strat: 1, 2, 2, and that tells us to look at the other ones. That's back here, and did it also right there, and then came right back in. But there it is. That's back tower and CCI. Those are your towers, and so not really doing much in the CCI, but like I said, a lot of things is getting beaten on, and we haven't had any corrective activity. Pretty much everything's been to the downside. So once things stabilize a little bit more, we'll see if there's any strength and weakness in this market, because right now things getting hit. You go to PBT. This is how far down the food chain we're going to find anything that's up. Inside 60 and trying to go up. Rev Strat day, 1, 2, boom. Stopped all these guys out. Now we don't know, because you've been stuck in here forever. Inside month to the upside, just exhaustion risk because it's going into the highs. If we go to our RDBX, well, it's come to that. So it's had some moves here. Coming out of this thing here, is that an inside day? Yeah, inside day to the upside. But like I said, there's not too much to cheer about just yet to the upside. So we go back to those broader averages. It's just corpse. We might get 30s again, or maybe even 60s. Like that. Another inside 30 maybe. We'll see how that goes, because they are not sparing much here. If we go to Boeing in the Dow, Boeing's still puking, right? What have we been looking for here? If we pull out the monthly Boeing, we're looking to take these guys out here, because you got, remember, all of this was in pandemic month. And so once you try and test and you can't get out of here, now we're looking to test this here. 113.89, so get some more room on the Boeing. We'll see how that goes. If you go to CAT, oof, outside week to the downside, and on the month, now two up, two down, and back through the try she goes. And that's good for the rest of the month here below 202. Still getting pummeled here is Cat, because John Deere gaps down and keeps going. So here, once again, on here you see this chop shop forever on the monthly. The attempt to go into the highs, and then the two up and the two down month. Boom. These are going to be coming outside bar of all that stuff right here. So John Deere still having some issues. Q's going to the lows as I speak. If we go to Apple, and we know Apple, a lot of people watch Apple, right? Well, here's your inside month to the downside. Did I talk about that last month? Did I say this is going to be key for this month? I did. What's going on? Inside month to the downside, Apple, and going to the lows after the inside 30, with so many things going back to the lows. For the apes, if you go to AMC inside day to the downside, and we'll see if that continues here on the week. It starts to poke up, and so here's a slight two up. So you might get your 2-2 and really finish off these memers next week. We'll see. Still an inside month to the downside. Hits magnitude by taking that out, but they don't make any money. Anyway, we've got Mara. And Mara inside day to the downside. And what that tells us, we're going to look at the Bitcoiners. MSTR here, not doing too much, but Mara inside day and down. If we go to Petco, give me measured move. So here you can see on the monthly, pokes up, stops them all out. Now the 2-2 reversal, 2 up, 2 down, the inside 30s, and the inside day, down, sideways measured move. And so what that means is when they hit them here, you got sellers in there and you got people trying to buy. Then you go inside day and the buyers are hoping it comes back up. Sellers yesterday might have just stayed right here and say, okay, we'll see if we can sell it up here. And then when they don't, they step down and just crush everybody. That's the measured move. If we go to Tesla, Elongate trending on Twitter. So here you go. On that 30, you can see this. Slightly pokes up. Right, so we got a little corrective activity in there. 2 down, 2 up, 2-2 reversal on the 30, and boom, down she goes. And we know that it's been 2 up, 2 down on the month. Tesla still in trouble. If we go to AMAT guidance down, and that's going to take your semis down once again. Momo shoot, 2 down, and then anybody who tried to bottom pick this thing yesterday just gets slammed, right? We're looking to take these guys out down in here. Give me outside week. That would be below this. 102.99, you're almost there. And there was your inside 30 and another inside 30 to walk this thing down. AMAT. That tells you to look at SMH. And SMH, another Momo shooter coming back. Remember, we known about this broadening formation, and now it's coming back through. There was your inside 30 to the downside. And it might run out of time on being an outside week, and if so, it'd still be 2 up, 2 down next week to finish the job. And you got stuff like AMD getting pummeled once again. Momo shoot after trying to rally back, and that's setting up the weekly 2 up after stop these guys out, 2 back down, right? Inside 30 to the downside. AMD Q's into the lows, and that's giving you a whole bunch like Google having problems, because we know all the fangers have been having big problems, and now Google trying to join the party on the downside. Opens the day as the 2-2-30 reversal, 2 up, 2 down. Google. You've also got Shop still puking. Inside day yesterday, goes up to stop everybody out here. 2 up, 2 down. Strat 1-2-2. Shoppy still puking. All right, if we go to one more semi AVGO, remember that was from yesterday. AVGO still good. Gaps down, pukes, and now really puking hard to give you the 1 bar Strat outside weaker. Taking out the monthly lows out of here, and you can see these 4 months are still within sight of this, but it's getting closer. AVGO, all sorts of trouble going on over there. If we go to Home Depot, retail, New low list rolling along right now. Home Depot, there's another inside day to the downside, giving us the outside week. Home Depot having problems, and there's all sorts of problems in retail land. Costco still going. 2 up, 2 down monther. Look at this. Yes. KSS. KSS tried to fight back yesterday. Not so much today, as you're still inside month to the downside. Retail XRT here having all sorts of problems, taking out all these monthly lows. Let's see what else we got there. The Walmart still puking. Walmart still bleeding out. You've got DG here having all sorts of problems. 2 up, 2 down on the month, right? And you wait for the triangle to out here, 2 up, and then boom, right back down. New low list is rolling along. They're still crushing these things. And if you go to SPY, you're going to see this. Inside and down off the 15. Right now, a lot of things doing that. Simultaneous break off the 15ers, right? They do not like these things at all. They're not even waiting for the old, you want to hold them over the weekend now, do you? They're going to hit them right now. Ulta, retail, give me measured move. Down, inside, down, right? That was in the video last night on a 2-2 reversal month. 2 up, 2 down, having some problems. Here's Ulta. If we go to Zscaler, MU to the low, SARC to the highs. They're just pummeling. Zscaler tries to gap up, and then what happened? Whoa, inside and down off the 60. 2, 1, 2, back down, and potentially outside bar on the daily. So we can keep an eye on that because it's still inside month to the downside. If we go to Hasbro, we got no money for toys, and they are hitting them, right? And here comes your outside month, 1 bar rev strat there. They got that. Just hitting it pretty hard and fast, but we knew about that yesterday with this coming down here. Right now, things going into the lows. They're burying these things. If we go to anything, really, but CTRN. CTRN, reversal day. 2 up to stop all these guys out, and then boom, 2-2 reversal, and down she goes. And that's red on your week, red on your month, everything. We'll see if that sets up again for us. In the trannies, you got Car here, still puking. We've known about this for a while, the 2 up, the 2 down month. So Car, Avis getting hit. If we go to Brinker, here, still getting killed. Inside month to the downside, that tells us to look at DRI. Restaurants, still puking here, and still an inside day, but right now that they're hitting them pretty good. If we go to SQ, taking this outside day here, still an inside week, and so the problem here is we have this, still have a bunch of things going inside week. That means we still have signals that can trigger. So when people are looking for an exhaustive mood, that's when you don't have a lot of inside bars. We still do, as we'll get into the weekend vid here soon. But right now, the heat is on, and so if you're trying to buy them, you're doing the wrong thing. All right, so that's going to do it. I hope everybody had a great week and has an even better weekend. I'm Rob Smith, Smith of the Black, with Strat Time Report.